Hello and welcome back to another video, and something surprising came out in a bit of news yesterday. I know we had the C64 Mini, and we had which could also play VIC-20 games. We've had the C60 full size, the VIC-20 full size. I'm trying to remember things off the top of my head. We also had the A500 Mini. I thought we might then possibly get an Amiga full size or something along the lines of the Commodore family, but no, we moved straight to the Atari family. Now we've had loads of games from the 2600. Well, there's a 2600 Plus. I've not got one of those. I was kind of in two minds about it. Then in the end, I thought I'll try and pick one up on a sale, and then he discounted it by 10 quid. When the PlayStation Classic came out, that dropped like a stone quite quickly. Even then, I didn't buy one. But anyway, but we have the Atari 400, which seemed like an odd thing at first, because all I could think of was, and I put the trailer up while you're watching this, all I could think of was when a friend of mine had one back in the day, so I used to go around and play on it, and the keyboard was bad. It was just like a membrane keyboard. But then of course I realised soon into the video, this won't have a fully functioning keyboard, because remember the C64 Mini was just it didn't have a functioning keyboard because that wasn't its purpose. You can plug in a USB keyboard and it'll work perfectly well off that. But so I'm not sure if maybe that'll be the case off this. Who knows? But 400 Mini. Now it says for those looking to relive the gameplay experiences of the 70s and 80s. Now I had to look this up. It was released in November 79, and discontinued January the 1st, 1992. Now I only remember playing it kind of mid-80s. So yeah, a friend of mine had one, and I think we sort of then we moved on to he played that for a bit. The ZX Spectrum was the dominating one at the time. And then from sort of 1990 onwards, I was on to, from about 88, I was more on to Atari ST, and then 1990 I went off to university, and time flies when you're having fun and drinking a lot at university. So the 400 Mini, Atari 400 back in the day, just sort of completely dropped off my radar quite quickly. A lot of fun games on it though, and so it says the 400 Mini also is going to be including a joystick called the CX stick, all one word of course. It's an enhanced, updated recreation of the iconic C60 Atari joystick. Sorry, C60? That's a type of cassette. CX40 Atari joystick for that added touch of nostalgia. The new controller comes with an additional 7 seamlessly integrated function buttons and USB, making it compatible with a wide range of platforms. There's a lot of other types of games to get into that, so I'm quite impressed with the types of games, or the things that it'll emulate. Key features include a half-sized version of the distinctly styled Atari 400, emulating the whole Atari 8-bit range, from the 400 to the 800 XL. Also, the Atari 5200 console. Because that's one thing, I don't know why Atari did this back in the day. I only had my Atari 2600, or the VCS as it was called. I know the 5200, and then the 7800 was completely off my radar at the time. But I know that 7800 machine can play 2600 plus, 2600 games in the main. But 5200, whatever reason, it was the size of a house, and they made it so it couldn't play any 2600 games. So it couldn't play any games from the most successful console in a long time. Well, probably certainly at the time anyway. Why would you do that? I'd have to send that question back in my DeLorean and see if they come back with an answer to me. But it's probably unlikely. But anyway, also, yes, the joystick, the ability for players to sideload their own games via USB stick, with support for cartridge, disc and cassette ROMs. And when you sideload your own games, of course, you can only use games, ROMs, etc., that you already own. You can't go looking on websites to get a load off there and stick them on a USB stick and load in that way. No sirree, Bob. That would be naughty. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Players can rewind time and save their games. It's a bit of a cheat rewinding the game. Just get good at the game. HDTV output via HDMI with 50 and 60 Hz compatibility. So, yeah, that's a given. I presume it'll be. This will just be Would even be standard definition back in the day, but it'll be 720p output, no doubt. 5 USB ports, that's really good, which will allow for the addition of a modern keyboard, extra joysticks and more. So I guess you plug in 4 joysticks and a USB keyboard. Also the look and feel of 1979. Yes, it will give you free sideburns. No, it won't give you free sideburns at all, thank you very much. And thankfully it won't. The 400 Mini has been lovingly crafted using modern technology, from the hard-to-match colours of the original machine to the authentic textures of the plastic casing and membrane keyboard. No compromise was made relative to the iconic 1970s look and feel of the Atari 400. I mean, when you look at it, the colour of the machine, it kind of looks like if you'd taken a white computer and just taken it in a... I mean, they don't have these for... I haven't had these for a long time. Just stick it in a smoking room in any office during the 80s and leave it in there for a few days. It'll come out as yellow as the sun. Just gross. I mean, I don't smoke. I've never smoked. I did kind of feel a bit sorry for those who just had the one place they could go to smoke, and then they had it taken away from them. Because I believe in freedom of choice, but then they could always go outside to, smoke on their funny sticks out there instead. Looking on the Retro Games Biz website and also on Amazon, it tells us you can play one of 25 classic Atari games. Now, it doesn't give us a full list of the games as of yet, so I guess that'll still be to come. Selected from a simple-to-use carousel, including all-time greats such as Berserk, that's a classic, Lee? L-E? Oh, Bruce Lee. Right, why they've called it... I mean, I know there's some funny business over the trademarks and so on, but... Can you just call it... I suppose you've got to be official when it's an official product, but... Can you just put Bruce Lee in brackets? I thought, Lee, what's Lee? Is it sort of a game where you go down the pub with your mate Lee and drink a lot and see who can drink the most without being sick? I don't know. Millipede, Minor 2049er, which is kind of like a manic minor kind of thing. Mule, M-U-L-E, ... Is that, thinking again off the top of my head, is that like a Llama Soft game? I'm not sure. Star Raiders 2. I mean, Star Raiders was great on the Atari VCS back in the day. It says, play the games you own from USB stick. Of course, games only you own. Do not get any of the games from the internet, because otherwise the police will come round and stick a truncheon up your bottom. Plus, save and resume your game at any time, or rewind by up to 30 seconds to help you finish those punishingly difficult classics. Now, as well as it's saying it's compatible with game controllers and many USB game controllers you already own, it also has display frames, so surround your gameplay with one of 12 attractive frames. Let's call the whole thing off. I prefer, because obviously the games will be in 4:3 and you'll be watching on a 16:9 screen these days, I would prefer to have just black. Just always bet on black. Just having funny frames, I want the authentic aspect for me. That's what I want. And it's just $99.99, so yeah, just £100. So that's pretty damn good, actually. So I'm very much looking forward to this, and it's coming out on March 28th, 2024, so you can get your pre-order in now. And what I'll do is I'll put a link to this. It'll be a commission-based link to Amazon UK, because it's exclusive to Amazon UK in the UK. And if you want to buy it through, if you're going to pre-order it anyway, please do so through the link on my this video description, and I'll come round and give you a big girly kiss on the bottom. No, please don't cancel. No, what I'll do is you'll when you buy it, then Amazon will toss me a few pennies for every purchase made, and I will love you forever, but I won't give you a big girly kiss on the bottom. Anyways, let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, click on the bell for all notifications, and cue Genesis.